Allow us to introduce amendments. Allow us to do our jobs. Allow us to represent the districts that voted for us and sent us here. We want a secure border. And the Senate proposal of legalizing 5,000 people coming across the border every day is not securing the border. And this is giving up every point of leverage we have. Also, forcing Republicans to vote on full-term abortion funding in order to fund our military is a complete betrayal of all of our values. And our voters don't want us to be doing that.
Let's start right across the block there. Are we going to have another few weeks of trying to elect a speaker, or what happens?
God help us. The House Republican majority is a dysfunctional embarrassment. I mean, Speaker Johnson didn't ask for this job. He stepped up when the House couldn't elect a replacement for Kevin McCarthy. He's trying to manage an unmanageable conference. Republicans need to understand that they control one half of one branch of government, and now they're going to control it by one vote. You can't impose your will on the entire government when you have one half of one branch of government with one vote. The way, if you want, I want to cut spending too. I want to do all these things. If you want to do that, there's a simple way to do it: win elections. Don't nominate lunatics. Get people who can actually win a general election, not just a Republican primary. Take back the Senate. Take back the White House. That's how Biden got the spending through. So that's how, if we want to cut the spending, that's how you get to do it. You can't do it by having this internal chaos.
What happened in the House yesterday was actually an attack on our entire republic. That's the way I see it. This is going to continue to lead us closer and closer to the end of America as we know it, and potentially, Steve, leading into World War III.
The idiot that is Marjorie Taylor Greene has once again filed a motion. Yep, a motion. This time it's not to impeach the president or one of his secretaries. It's a motion to vacate the Speaker's office for Mike Johnson. Don't forget, he's a Republican, she's a Republican. This caucus, this Republican caucus, this Congress, the 118th Congress, is absolutely ridiculous. The amount of drama that it's given us, the amount of fodder, you would think it was one of the Housewives series.
She basically copied my articles and then introduced them and then changed them to a privilege resolution. So, of course, I support them because they're identical to mine. They're basically copycat.
Congresswoman Greene claims you copied her resolution.
Yeah, I'm not in middle school.
Can you comment on the report that she cursed at you on the floor?
Like I said, I'm not in middle school.
We've seen nothing from this Congress. Nothing productive has come out of the 118th. This is a do-nothing Congress in historical context. Marjorie Taylor Greene, I'm not here advocating that Michael Johnson is great as a speaker. No, I'm actually saying that this woman, Marjorie Taylor Greene, has lost her damn mind. Talking about because we passed a measure to keep the government open, $1.2 trillion to keep the government open, that we're now having open borders. When in actuality, because Donald Trump told her and other Republicans not to support a bipartisan bill that they all were supporting that was negotiated by the most conservative senator, or at least one of the most conservative senators in Washington, D.C. They backed away because Trump said so.
The president actually just got off the phone with me right before the show, and he said he has spoken to you about this deal and that he is against it, and he urged you to be against this deal. He was President Trump was extremely adamant about that. Your reaction to that, given the fact that, look, he knows how to do this enforcement stuff. You don't need some new bill coming out of the Senate to get the border enforced.
Yeah, President Trump is not wrong. He and I have been talking about this pretty frequently. I talked to him night before last about the same subject.
Yet now she's screaming about open borders. She's now screaming about amnesty. She's screaming about World War III. That's right, World War III. She said the passing of this stopgap to keep our government running will send us into World War III. This is an elected official using beyond hyperbole to say stuff that you wouldn't even take serious from a 16-year-old studying U.S. civilization in the worst high school in this country. But it doesn't matter because her uncouthness, her loud, braggadocious behavior is a reflection not just of Donald Trump, not just of Republican parties, but a large swath of this country's population is impeded or appeased and love what she's doing. And she will say in every statement, she's not trying to throw the house in chaos. Sure, she isn't, but she is House chaos. She is the chaos of the House, not just her, the entire Republican Party that acts and show up in this dysfunctional manner. But what we know on April the 19th, the Republican majority in the House will be down to 1 vote because another Republican is leaving this caucus where you can do nothing if you're not bowing down to Donald Trump wishes, which are grounded in whiteness, white supremacy, bigotry, anti-Semitic behavior, homophobic behavior, anti-immigrant behavior. This party is anti-anything except for whiteness. And Marjorie Taylor Greene is the damn poster child. Loud, wrong, and ridiculous. I'm Mundell Robinson. Don't be loud, wrong, and ridiculous.